What is the current state of Monday Night Raw? In this video, I'm going to go through every single Monday Night Raw superstar and basically tell you what they're doing and what might be coming for them in the future. Let's get into it. First and foremost, we start with the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now, truthfully, I really don't know what has been going on with him lately because it's like I think it was either this past Monday Night Raw or the Monday Night Raw before, he attacked someone backstage or something like that. Someone attacked him backstage. I don't know. Something happened backstage, but of course, it wasn't shown for us viewers in the States, so we didn't really get to see what actually happened, and I just haven't gone back and actually looked on YouTube to see what actually happened. But yeah, they have him doing things like that when he just had a match against Finn Balor, and it was almost looking like he was going to be going after Dirty Dom's IC title. So yeah, I'm thinking that's where they're still heading, but I'm not entirely sure because honestly, he has not been anywhere near Dom in the last few weeks, and ever since the match with Finn, I honestly don't know what's been going on with him. I would assume they're going to have a Money in the Bank qualifying match and he's going to be in it next week, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's not. I have no idea. But yeah, again, I am pretty positive they are heading towards Dom versus AJ for the Intercontinental Championship, and I think it's a match where it's basically trying to put over Dominic Mysterio as an in-ring competitor, and it's a perfect way to do it, and I have no problems with it whatsoever. I think it's a great match that is going to happen, and it's a good way to get eyes on Dom when there might not be that many in the first place. So I like it. So let's keep moving. Next we have Akira Tozawa. Yeah, Akira Tozawa, he just had a very meaningless / pointless match with Rusev, basically trying to stand up for Otis because Otis got manhandled by Rusev and basically destroyed. And honestly, I really have no idea why they did that. Outside of the fact that it basically sets up a Sheamus and Rusev feud for the future, obviously that's where they're heading for those two, but for Akira Tozawa, he has nothing going on for him right now, and I honestly feel bad for him. I mean, there's, as I said, nothing going on for him, so what I think they should do is probably try to enter him and Otis into the tag division, because, again, it's not very strong on Monday Night Raw, so that's a good place for him to start. But the problem is they don't even have him in there. It's like he and Otis could easily be a tag team hunting those tag titles, and they're not, and I don't know why. Otis deserves to be on TV more, and obviously Tozawa is his partner, so why not put them together? And if you're not going to utilize them on Monday Night Raw, send them down to NXT, because at this point it's getting ridiculous. I don't know why he is still just chilling on Monday Night Raw when he's got nothing going for him right now. Next I have Asuka, and a lot of you probably forgot that she is even on Monday Night Raw. But yeah, I'm going to be digging down deep for a lot of these people. Asuka, she is currently injured right now, and I saw a report saying that they are expecting her to return by the end of the year most likely, but there's really no timetable right now. I mean, that's their hopes, is that she's back. They had already written a storyline for her to basically enter around this time, but she has not been cleared yet, so she has to obviously get medically cleared, and she's not there yet. But once she does get medically cleared, I think personally she should enter a feud with Io Sky. This is a fantastic way to put Io Sky over, but at the same time, this is a great way to reintroduce Asuka as one of those people that not to be messed with. Asuka is one of the best women's wrestlers of all time, so show it. Seriously, you gotta just go out there and show what these two can do. So yes, I know at first it's not gonna look like a feud at first, because obviously it's gonna look weird if Asuka comes back and basically wants to feud with Io right away. It's gonna look weird, but it's gonna be one of those Finn situations where Asuka gets jealous of Io being the champion and she wants something bigger. I think that's a fantastic route to go in. It's always the route they seem to go in with a lot of these scenarios. So Why not just repeat this formula? Because I think it could be really, really good. I think immediately after she returns, I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the tag division once again with Kairi Sane. But as I said before, I really would like to see bigger things for her, Asuka, because honestly, she should be in bigger things. If it's not the world title, then it's the Intercontinental Championship I think she should go after. I think it's a perfect starting point for her. Yeah, let's go Asuka. Next we have Austin Theory. Austin Theory, why are they not doing his face turn? He is just bound for a face turn right now. Him and Grayson Waller are not doing much. I mean, they're just jobbing for people who are jobbers. Think about that, yeah. They have been jobbing for people who are jobbers. Sheamus, unfortunately, in this part of his career, he is a jobber. And they both just finished brutal matches with him individually. They both each had a match with him, and both had pretty solid matches with him, but they're not going anywhere with these two. And there have been chants for Austin Theory the last few Monday Night Raws. And it is kind of insane that Austin Theory, of all people, are getting cheered in chants. Why are we not going with his face turn at this point? They have been teasing this thing for over a year now, and they still have not gone out and just let him turn face. They are just delaying the inevitable at this point, and I don't know why. Austin Theory, he is ready to turn face. Grayson Waller is obviously a perfect first opponent for him. Come on. The story writes itself. I mean, I don't know what they are doing with him at this point. They are just taking absolutely forever to just pull the trigger. He is a very good in-ring a good in-ring wrestler, and then he can talk when he's given the opportunity. It's just he's not given the opportunity. But yeah, in the future, I really would love to see a face run for Austin Theory. I don't know when it will happen. I don't know, obviously, if it'll happen at this point, because it's like going on for a year now. So if it does ever happen, I think that's where they go with first. I don't know what you do first with him, but I think obviously it just starts with feuding against Grayson Waller, and they better not drop the ball on this one, okay? That could be a phenomenal first feud for Austin Theory, but I could very well see them dropping the ball on it. So I hope that's not the case here, but again, first thing for Austin Theory is I think he needs a face turn. Next we have Bayley. She has currently been out on, quote, injury, but she's not technically injured. It's a storyline, it's a work, and she's been out since WrestleMania once Becky Lynch returned, and Becky Lynch was revealed to be the person who injured her backstage, and it is only a matter of time before Bayley returns, and I'm thinking that it's going to happen at Money in the Bank. I've been under the impression that there's no way they have Becky lose twice to Lyra, but there is, because Bayley is going to be that person. I am 100% believing that Bayley is going to probably return at Money in the Bank, which is going to set up their match for Evolution, which I know has been talked about. I think this is going to be a fantastic feud between the two of them. I think they are going to bring a blood feud for the women that is absolutely needed, and that is not revolving around a championship. That is when the feuds are at their best, when WWE in general is at their best, when it's not about a championship at all. It's just two people who absolutely hate each other, but who can absolutely kill each other on the mic, which I think both of them can. I think both of them are very good in the ring. I think this would just be a really, really awesome match in general. Awesome feud for that matter. But yeah, Bayley currently, she is out on injury, but once she returns, I am assuming it is going to be to go after Becky Lynch almost immediately. Speaking of Becky Lynch is currently feuding with Lyra Valkyria for the Intercontinental Championship, which, as I said with Bayley, I am assuming Bayley is going to return at Money in the Bank and probably cost Becky Lynch the match, setting up a rivalry between the two of them, which it's already been hinted at between the two of them because they have a historic past. So they have a lot going on, and yeah, this feud, it would write itself. I mean, there's nothing you really need that really needs to be said about the two of them. I mean, they're both Hall of Famers in my opinion. First ballot Hall of Famers in my opinion for the women's division. They basically have helped make the women's division what it is. So, in my opinion, I believe that this is the route they're going to go with both of them. I think it's a really, really good starting point for women wrestling on Raw. I was going to say the women's division, but women wrestling on Raw, because right now it is kind of at a weak spot. I mean, right now it is revolving around Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and and Liv Morgan. But thankfully, Becky Lynch has basically been bringing Lyra Valkyria into the fold, and has been going really, really well for them. So, yeah. Next, we have Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, I have loved what they have done with him ever since WrestleMania. I know it was a long shot. I mean, basically came out of nowhere, but at the same time, it is perfect for him. It is exactly where he needs to be, and I love it. I truthfully really, really love what they are doing with him. He is, as I said, in the perfect position right now. Being next to Paul Heyman was a must if you want Braun Breaker to succeed in the future. He needs to have a Paul Heyman, and now the fact that he also has Seth Rollins to ask for advice from that Paul Heyman might not be able to give him, it's perfect for him, and I absolutely love it. This is fantastic stuff. Braun Breaker, I see big things in the future. Right now, though, I don't see much in the future for him outside of maybe him and Big Bronson Reed go for the World Tag Titles on Raw. If that happens, Raw is gonna look so like, wow, there is gonna be a dynasty on Monday Night Raw, and I'm gonna love it because it's basically gonna become a who is gonna dethrone the dynasty type of thing. It's gonna be like the new bloodline in a sense, and I am so here for it. It'll bring back a new vibe to Monday Night Raw that we have not seen since the bloodline, and I am here for it. It's gonna be so fun if that is what they do. Yeah, I am really excited to see what they do with Braun Breaker. And I just talked about him. Big Bronson Reed returned at Saturday night's main event. He had been out with injury, a real injury this time around, a real injury, and he is finally back. Back pretty soon, I would say. I was not expecting him back this early, but he's already back, and he is now with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. This is a fantastic faction right now. I am absolutely loving this. People were very confused with why did Bronson Reed decided to help Seth Rollins after their rivaled history. Look, it does not matter, man. Yes, people will say, well, it's insulting your intelligence, blah, 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 blah. It's not the point, dude. They are just trying to move on from that past right now, and they're trying to make it out as Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins are both adults, and they were both able to handle their issues. That's how it really was. And now they are both running Monday Night Raw, in my opinion. This faction is fantastic. And as I said, I think Bronson Reed is going to probably join Braun Breaker in a tag, and them two are going to go for the World Tag Titles. And they are going to bring some real dominance and prominence to that tag division. And they need it, because right now the New Day is just not cutting it. Talking about the tag division, though, we have Brutus Creed. Brutus is in a difficult situation here because he is starting to show out with his brother Julius. Them two, I think, have been very good lately. I actually really love the two of them in the ring. They are fun to watch. They are just entertaining, in my opinion. I love their personalities, Brutus being the nut job of the two and Julius being the more serious one. I absolutely love that because it's basically big brother, little brother energy right there. And I love it because it just fits them perfectly. And Brutus being the hyper obnoxious one, I love it. He does his role so fantastically. But right now, he and his brother Julius were just in a triple threat tag match for the World Tag Team Championships. God, I can't speak. They were both in that match, and then they ended up basically losing the match, and New Day retained. Unfortunately, I was actually kind of hoping the Creed brothers would win, but yeah, I think that is going to be what's next for them. Is I think they are going to eventually win those tag championships. I think they are next in line right now. I think New Day is not going to hold the tag titles for much longer, in my opinion. I think obviously they win them now, or retain them now, give them a few defenses under their belts, but then eventually the Creed brothers are going to win, and I would not be surprised if it's maybe the Raw after Money in the Bank that it happens. I mean, it could very well happen then. I have no idea. They are trying to shape up the Raw after Money in the Bank to be a big Raw after. What a perfect way to do it than have the tag titles switch hands. I think it is time. New Day's run right now has just not been cutting it for me. They have not been entertaining. Honestly, the tag division on Raw is just lacking right now. So if you can get the belts, or the titles, as people want to call them, the titles. If you can get the titles on different people, try to fluctuate the titles around, seeing who it fits on and stuff like that. Obviously, the New Day I think is a safe option, but right now it's just not going well for them because they didn't capitalize on their heel heat when they had it. Now they don't really have heel heat, so it just doesn't make sense. And yeah, in my opinion, I just think they need to move on to a new tag team, and letting that be Brutus and Julius is a fantastic route. In my opinion, they deserve it. Them two have been putting in the work, and them two have been looking very, very good in the ring lately. Next, we have the Bad Apple, Carlito. Carlito does not have anything going on for him, and he probably never will, which is okay because all he needs to do is just say some smart ass comment in the back and we're all good. That's all I need from Carlito. Carlito is 100% just there to take other people's moves, and he does a fantastic job at it, and then he's there to add some comedy, and he does that. So honestly, for what Carlito is and what Carlito will forever be now, I am 100% okay with it. I love Carlito. Carlito is here to stay, man. He needs to stay. Carlito's great. Next we have Chad Gable. Chad Gable has been getting shafted for a long ass time now, and I am sick of it. Chad Gable deserves so much better. The man is almost 40 years old, if not 40 years old, and he has yet to win a singles championship, which is mind-boggling to me. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I want him to beat Dirty Dom for the IC title, because fuck no. Dirty Dom needs to have a run of a century with that, but Chad Gable should have won this title off of Gunther last WrestleMania. Not 41, but 40. Sami Zayn should not have been in that match. It should have been Chad Gable, and they shafted him then, and that's when the shafting started. That is when it started, and it's still going on to this day. Chad Gable, he is such a jobber compared to his alter ego, and it's not even funny, man. They have to put him in an alter ego for him to start winning, and it's the same thing as Finn Balor and the Demon, dude. It is literally the same thing. I mean, it's not even funny. Finn, without the Demon, loses every single match he's a part of. And even with the Demon, this past, WrestleMania 39, why did he lose to Edge? Why? That was the worst decision they have ever made. Why? That just takes away from the Demon. And now Chad Gable, if that ever happens to Chad Gable, and El Grande Americano, for some reason, just loses a random-ass match, dude, what are we doing? El Grande Americano should be a thing that Chad Gable pulls out when he needs to win, man. And I'm sorry, it just makes no sense. Chad Gable, mask or not, he should be up there. And the only reason he's not is probably because of how tall he is. I'm not even kidding. You probably are thinking that's a joke, but it's not. He's on the shorter end of the spectrum, you know. He's not average height. He's 5'8", 5'7", or something like that. So he's a little bit shorter, but it's he makes up for it in every other aspect, and they don't reward him for that. I don't know. Chad Gable deserves better, man. Right now, I don't really know what they're doing with him. He was in a Money in the Bank qualifying match, and then they had him lose. He's going against El Viking. I don't know how to say his name. El Vikingo or whatever from AAA in Worlds Collide on Money in the Bank Day or whatever. I think that'll be a fantastic match. So he kind of gets the Finn Balor treatment, where if you want a fantastic match, you put Chad Gable in it, and you'll get just that. But anything else with Chad Gable, man, they don't want to go anywhere with this man, and I feel so bad for him, because it's he deserves so much better. He brought in Penta, you know, not like he actually brought him in, but he had Penta's first match and put Penta over so damn hard, you know. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I like Penta. I like Chad Gable 1,000 times more, because Chad Gable actually has a personality other than but yeah, anyway, Chad Gable deserves better. Let's just go with that. CM Punk. CM Punk is currently feuding with Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. And his partner right now is Sami Zayn and Jey Uso every so often. But Jey Uso is going to be busy at Money in the Bank, and Seth Rollins is now in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So what is CM Punk going to do? I think CM Punk is going to qualify for Money in the Bank next Monday. I'm just going to assume that is what's going to happen. He is going to have a qualifying match. I think there are 2 more spots on Monday Night Raw that is open, so Punk's going to be one of them. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone like a AJ Styles or someone else qualifies, you know. Should be Chad Gable, but it won't be. Obviously, because Chad Gable just fucking lost. But it might be El Grande Americano. That would be pretty funny. But yes, I think CM Punk has a very bright future ahead of him. He always is. He always will. It's CM Punk. Let's be real. He's like literally 1 or 2 on Monday Night Raw. Like, he's the top 2 best person on Monday Night Raw right now. It's not even close. So yeah. Now, if you've ever seen Guardians of the Galaxy, and at the beginning of that movie, the first movie, the 2014 one, there's a moment where Star-Lord says, "My name's Star-Lord," and then the guy's like, "Who?" That's probably what you're thinking right now. Yeah, Cruz del Toro is his name. And probably a lot of you don't even remember him or know who he is in the first place. He is a part of LWO, Rey Mysterio's faction, and currently he is doing absolutely nothing. He has not been seen on Monday Night Raw in probably a couple of months now, and it is due to the fact that Rey Mysterio is injured. That is like the worst thing that could have happened to the 2 of them. I'm talking Joaquin Wilde as well. Dragon Lee will be fine because Dragon Lee actually has talent. But Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, they're good in the ring, but they got nothing else going for them. No charisma, no one cares about them, and it's unfortunate. The only way they would have been seen is if they were coming out with Rey or something like that. But now Rey is out for an extended period of time. We don't know when he'll be back. And yeah, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, I'm sorry, but I think they're on the chopping block to get released. I'm sorry, guys. Them 2, I think, are the next 2 up in line to get released. And it's quite unfortunate because I hate when people get released, man. I really, really do. But unfortunately, he's got nothing going for him. He really doesn't, and I don't even know where you start. I mean, you could easily put him in the tag division with Joaquin Wilde. I think that's where you start, but unfortunately, no one cares enough for them to be even seen. So, yeah, if you want to start somewhere, I think it's putting Joaquin and Cruz in the tag division. I think that's where you start right now. Next, we have Dirty Dominic Mysterio, my absolute favorite. He is doing fantastic work right now. He is in a very, very compelling Judgment Day storyline right now. I absolutely love what they're doing with him. And I just love the Judgment Day's debacles and stuff that go on in the back. It is so funny to me, and it's so entertaining. It's like one of the most entertaining things on Monday Night Raw right now, and it was last year. Last summer, it was literally the most entertaining thing. You know, nothing else could beat it. Everyone was just curious of what Dirty Dom was going to do last summer, and it's the same thing this year. We are just curious of what is going to happen, and when it comes to the Judgment Day and having them have like backstage like arguments and just everything blowing up backstage, they are so damn good at writing these storylines. Unfortunately, it's the stuff that comes after the big blow up, and I'm hoping the blow up obviously has not happened yet. I'm hoping to God, though, that they do not repeat what happened last year, where after Rhea and Damian were outcast from the Judgment Day, the feuds both became really fucking bad. I'm hoping to God that shit does not happen again, because it shouldn't. It really shouldn't happen again, but for all we know, it probably will. And they are, I'm assuming, building towards Finn and Dom for SummerSlam, or Dom and Liv versus Finn and Roxanne for SummerSlam. But oh my God, dude, I'm scared that we're not even going to get there by the time SummerSlam comes around. when are we gonna have them break up? When is the actual feud gonna start? Is my question, because they love to slow roll these things. And yes, it is the beginning of summer, but god damn, dude, sometimes they just take forever for certain things, and SummerSlam's gonna be here before you know it. So I'm just praying that they finally pull the trigger on this thing sometime in the middle of the summer. Maybe by Saturday night's main event, they should pull the trigger on this feud by then. I think that's when it really should happen. Unfortunately, that probably means Dirty Dom's gonna have to lose that IC title or something. I don't know. Or Finn comes out there and tries to cost him. I don't remember. I don't really know. There's ways to do it, but yeah, I think that is the future for them. Dom and Finn. I think the feud is inevitable at this point. It's just a matter of when. Next, we have Dragon Lee. He is also a part of the LWO faction, but he is in a bit of a better shape because he's a little bit better than Cruz and Joaquin in every aspect, basically. He's more entertaining. He actually is a luchador, you know, that has something going for him. And right now he's the speed champion, but yeah, I mean, there's not much else going for him outside of the fact that he's just entertaining to watch. And yeah, you can put him in a good match. You can put him in a match. He just had a match with Penta and Chad Gable for the Money in the Bank qualifier, and he did really good. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, it's probably gonna be the first and last time we see him for a long time. We probably won't see him for at least another month. That's just the way they book him, and it is unfortunate. He deserves better. I really do. I really believe that. I think he should be going after Dom's Intercontinental Championship, but again, that's probably not going to happen anytime soon because they're trying to put Dom over as a pretty solid champion right now, having him go against the likes of AJ Styles and most likely Finn Balor once it finally happens. But yeah, Dragon Lee is definitely not an AJ Styles or a Finn Balor, so he's below both of them like a lot. So for that to happen, Dom's feuds and stuff have to be over, and it's basically going to be one where I don't think Dragon Lee actually wins. I think it's just a way to get Dragon Lee seen. So that's my opinion on that. We'll just have to see what they do with him, though. I basically alluded to it before with Chad Gable, but El Grande Americano, actually Dragon Lee's not the speed champion anymore. I just remembered that. They just never changed this fucking render. Why did this shit have to get so confusing? El Grande Americano is the speed champion. Forgive me, I messed that up. But El Grande Americano, yeah, I love his character. I absolutely love him, but oh my god, dude, they gotta do Chad Gable better. I mean, this character is fine and everything like that. It's funny, it's good, but on a serious note, though, Chad Gable shouldn't have to dress up as a stupid-ass luchador to, I shouldn't say that, but a stupid luchador to basically win matches. That's just not good, man. Like, I'm sorry. And he's cheating as a, oh my god, dude. He has to cheat to even win, man. He has that stupid stone in his mask, and it's helping him win every single match that he's a part of. So, whatever the case may be, dude, I think El Grande possibly qualifies. He might be the other one with CM Punk next week to qualify for Money in the Bank. Actually, wait, there's only one more. Fuck, that's right. There's only one more spot. It's going to be CM Punk. I forgot about that. Never mind. El Grande is not qualifying. But whatever, man. Chad Gable deserves better, man. Not El Grande. El Grande's fine. I don't really see them doing much with him right now, though. I think El Grande's kind of in a standstill until bigger and better things come around. So we'll just have to see what they do about that. Yeah. Next, we have Eric. Someone who no one actually cares about. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Eric, dude, why? I just don't like Eric at all. I don't like Ivar at all. Like, they should have been released. I'm sorry. They are trying to push, they're giving Eric and Ivar the Damian Priest treatment, but much worse. Because some people actually care about Damian Priest, but most, if not everyone does not care about Eric and Ivar. I'm sorry, but they're not. People say they're good in the ring. They're okay. They're nothing special, okay? And if anything, they feel a little reckless. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. They feel reckless and unsafe to work with. Just look at Ivar doing that stupid splash on the thing and then on the ring or whatever, outside the ring. He like splashes into people on the outside of the ring against the ring, and the whole like circuit board starts I don't even know, short circuiting, and dude, that looks dangerous, you know, having that happen to you. And Ivar's weight obviously is gonna be very detrimental to them taking that move. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Eric or Ivar. Eric is the worst version of Ivar. I mean, Eric's got like zero personality, and Ivar's got a little bit more going for him. He's got a lot more charisma, but this is more about Eric. I'll get to Ivar in a little bit, but Eric, dude, I'm sorry, but he's just not good. He's not. Oh, don't get me started with my guy. Finn Balor. This guy, he deserves so much better. He deserves so much better, man. I can't say it enough. Finn, I honestly think Finn should have won the Money in the Bank qualifying match, and more shit between Punk, Sammy, Braun, and Seth should have gotten in the way of that match. Allowing Finn to hit his coup de grace on Sammy and pinning Sammy, I think that should have been what happened here. Or both of Sammy and Seth like run away from the match, and they end up having to just give the match to Finn Balor at that point. There's ways to pull it off, and honestly, I think that's how you should have done it, man. Finn should have been in that Money in the Bank match, not Seth. Seth doesn't need it. But then again, at the end of the day, if Seth is in it, I have a feeling Seth's gonna win it, because you don't just not have someone like a Seth Rollins win that match, man. I think Seth can do a lot of cool things with the Money in the Bank briefcase, but yeah, I just wanted Finn in a freaking PLE match. That's the reason. But honestly, you can't go wrong with Seth Rollins winning, obviously. You can't go wrong with any of three of them. That's why I didn't really like the fact that all three of them were together. I knew it was going to be a damn good match, but I did not like the fact that all three of them were together, because obviously only one of them can qualify. So they went with Seth Rollins. Finn, at this point, turn on Dom already. I don't know why you're playing mind games with him at this point. Just turn on him. Steal his IC championship. You're the only one I want to actually beat him. He's the only one that I want to beat Dom. Finn is the only one that should beat him for that IC championship. Finn deserves better. Please, comment down below. Finn deserves better. Let's start that. Let's start the movement. Finn deserves better. Next we got Grayson Waller. Someone who I personally really enjoy watching. I think Grayson Waller is absolutely hilarious, and as a heel, he is fantastic at what he does. He just does not get enough recognition for it, and a lot of people just genuinely don't like him because he seems like a douche, which, that makes the best heel. I'm telling you right now. Just ask Logan Paul. Now, I'm not going to go there and say that Grayson Waller is as bad of a human being as Logan Paul is, but at moments, Grayson Waller will have his moments. I'm not going to lie. He has his moments, but it's not the way Logan Paul does. Grayson Waller has it in the sense of he being with WWE and him not breaking character, kind of like Dirty Dom. You know, it's the same thing. Grayson Waller sticks to kayfabe a lot, and I like that. Kayfabe, that shouldn't be broken, man. It really shouldn't be broken. I like kayfabe a lot. I think it adds a lot of interesting dynamics to all these people, but at the same time, he does not break it, and he can look like a dick at certain times, which, guys, I don't really think he is, but at the same time, people will say he is because obviously whatnot. But yeah, Grayson Waller, I enjoy his work. I really like him, and personally, it's gonna be that freaking Austin Theory feud. Whenever it happens, I think that's gonna be what's next for him. Unfortunately, he's gonna lose that feud because most faces always come out on top, and the fact that people are rooting for Austin Theory, I just genuinely don't think they're gonna screw Theory like that, because I think Theory's in a lot better place than Grayson Waller is right now. Unfortunately, I think Grayson Waller might be on the chopping block to get cut, and yeah, that's gonna be unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. I know he just went to Australia to promote the PLE takeover they're having in October with Crown Jewel, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to keep him around until then, man. I mean, if he's still on the roster by then, they should put him on at least Smackdown or Raw or whatever. Have him be on one of those shows. If not both, let him have his moment, because we all know Rhea's going to be on the Crown Jewel PLE, if not main eventing. But, yeah, honestly, he deserves better, in my opinion. I think he does. but a lot of people will say he doesn't. I don't know. That's just your opinion, but honestly, I really like Grayson Waller. I think he does great work. The Ring General Gunther. I think Gunther has been phenomenal ever since he's lost the world title. Yes, people will be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But guys, he is doing great work because he is not allowing that world championship loss to basically drag him down. I think he has actually been elevated with the world title. I think he is a lot bigger of a name now, and please, for the love of God, stop doing the "you tapped out" chants. Those are stupid as hell, and oh my God, I am still annoyed with the fact that they had Jey Uso, of all people, be the one to dethrone him. But whatever, that's done and over with. I'm done talking about it. It's stupid as fuck, but it is what it is. His feud with Pat McAfee, I thought was phenomenal. Yes, people did not like it because it's like, why are we feuding with a commentator? It's so below Pat. It's so below Gunther. Blah 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 blah. But it's like, guys, at the end of the day, this is a fucking entertainment business. It's not here for like these people to really like be these top echelon people. I mean, obviously that's where you get to, but guys, at the end of the day, it's for your entertainment. So stop acting as if this is like a big ass like deal or anything. At the end of the day, this whole WWE World Wrestling Entertainment, they are doing this shit for your entertainment. They're not doing it so Gunther can have a fucking phenomenal career or anything. You know, at the end of the day, it's an entertainment business. It's a storyline business. So get over yourselves. It's not that big of a deal that he won against Pat McAfee. Who cares? I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun feud. I thought it was just something different that we have not seen in a while. So yes, I liked it. Get over yourselves. Seriously, it's not that big of a deal. Gunther, he's doing great work, man. I really love Gunther. I really do. But for what's next with him, I don't know. I genuinely don't think he's winning on the Raw after Money in the Bank. I do not think he's going to win that match. I think Jey is going to hold that belt for a while. But I don't know. It ultimately comes down to who wins that Money in the Bank. If Seth Rollins actually wins the Money in the Bank, I could very well see him cashing in on the Raw after. I very well could. Gunther has Jey down and out, and then whatever happens, like they're both down and out, and then Seth comes in and cashes in and takes the belt. If that's what they do, I think that'll be phenomenal. If they're really trying to build up this whole Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank to be really damn good, I think that is the perfect way to do it. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want with Seth Rollins in the Money in the Bank briefcase because Seth already has the greatest cash-in in history. So whatever the case may be, I really think they could do anything with Seth Rollins and make it really good. I think you could have Seth Rollins parade that Money in the Bank briefcase around and do what God knows what with it. But yes, I think whatever the case may be, I think Seth has endless possibilities to cash in on, but unfortunately I think Gunther is basically going to be a stepping stone for Seth. I don't think anything is really going to be coming for Gunther in the sense of a championship, but I think he's obviously going to be the stepping stone for Seth Rollins. I think that might be what they do, so we'll just have to see. Now you're probably asking yourself, who the hell is this guy? Ilya Dragunov. I miss Ilya. I really miss this guy. He is supposedly supposed to be back by September, but we have no idea. Big Bronson Reed already returned from shattering his ankle, so I think Ilya is only out with a torn ACL. I would think having a shattered ankle is a little bit worse than a torn ACL, but you never know. You never know. Either way, I really miss this guy. He was off to a great start on Monday Night Raw. And if once he returns, I think Intercontinental Championship is calling his name. I think he needs to win that thing almost immediately. And by then, I'm hoping Dom and Finn feud might already be over. And Finn can just lose the belt whenever. I think, honestly, at that point, Finn doesn't need to hold the title for very long. I think having Ilya beat Finn is just fine. I think Ilya needs a stepping stone, and I think the IC title is calling his name. I absolutely miss him. I really want him back. And if by chance he's already coming back, maybe putting him in the Money in the Bank qualifying match letting him win. I don't know. Maybe that's the way to go. But again, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I think it's around September he's supposed to return. So by then, I'm hoping the Dom and Finn feud is most likely wrapped up. But we'll just have to see. And we get to Ivar. Oh, God. Go from a high with Ilya to a low with Ivar. Basically, everything I had said, I think I've already said it with Eric. Ivar just is a little bit more charismatic than Eric is, and people care about Ivar probably just a little bit more than Eric. If I had to rank or just letter grade both of them, I would give Eric a D and Ivar a C. That's what I would do. I mean, he's not that much better, but people care about him just a little bit more. Ivar is definitely the face of the War Raiders over Eric, and it's not even close. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about them. I don't like either one of them. Ivy Nile. I like her, but she does not get a lot of screen time or attention in general. She is very, very good, but yeah, the Intercontinental Championship was calling her name around the Royal Rumble time, and then Lyra decided to become Lyra and become really, really good. So yeah, unfortunately, it's almost as if they need another championship, because Lyra is really, really damn good right now, and honestly, I don't see anyone dethroning her at the moment. I mean, they could very well have Becky Lynch do it at Money in the Bank, but as I said, I think Bayley returns and stops her. So I don't know what they do, but Ivy Nile, she deserves better, man. She really, really does. She is doing fantastic work whenever she is seen. That's the other problem, is that she does not get a lot of screen time, but I have noticed that they have been trying to put her out there with Chad Gable a little bit. Whenever Chad Gable has a match, she is a lot of times out there at ringside with him, so they're also trying to get her some screen time, which I think is really, really cool. So as long as they keep doing that, I think there's going to be some big things ahead for her. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. Io Sky. She is stuck in purgatory, man, and purgatory being Rhea Ripley. She cannot escape the Rhea Ripley vortex right now, and it's unfortunate because Liv Morgan had the same problem last year. She had the same exact problem. It's almost as if it's a matter of time before Io loses it to Rhea. But the problem is that Io and Rhea do not have a blood feud the way that Liv and Rhea did, so at least Liv and Rhea's was... Liv and Rhea. Thought I was saying it wrong. Liv and Rhea's feud was a little bit better, but the problem with Io and Rhea is as if they don't hate each other, but Rhea still wants the title. How is that entertaining? You know, that's just not entertaining in the slightest, and honestly, I'm getting quite sick of seeing them two constantly going at it. So I've always said it, man. I think Rhea should have entered a blood feud heading into the summer with Bianca Belair, but Bianca decided to go back to Smackdown, and she's supposed to return tomorrow night. So we'll have to see what they do with that. But yeah, I genuinely really think that Io Sky needs something different, and that different very well could be a returning Asuka once she's returned. I don't know when it'll happen, but I think they said around the end of the year, so that's probably not going to be anytime soon. But I think heading into SummerSlam, Liv Morgan I think is the perfect option, because obviously it's in New Jersey. It's where Liv Morgan resides from, so why not give Liv Morgan a world title match? And if you want to include the Judgment Day feud that's been going on, let Roxanne Perez be in that match. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I really wouldn't. And if you want to add a little bit more of a mess to that match, put Rhea Ripley in there if you want. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think it would be a great match, in my opinion. Fatal 4-way, and I think this might be where Io loses the title. But if not, honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to her just retaining. I mean, honestly, I could see her retaining that match. I don't see Roxanne winning. I don't see Rhea winning, and I don't see Liv winning. But they might go something different. I have no idea. But I think that should be what they go with Io. I think that's what they should do. They should involve the Judgment Day storyline into this Rhea and Io feud and see where it goes, because obviously Rhea has a historic past with the Judgment Day. So I think I could just see a huge ass mess happening, and basically this is a way for Io to kind of pawn Rhea off, in a sense. Rhea re-enters the Judgment Day feud, and I think it'll be really, really cool if they did that. Next, we have JD McDonough, the best jobber in the world, in my opinion. I'm not even joking. I really love JD McDonough. He is fantastic in the ring, and that's kind of what he is right now. He is just a jobber. But at the end of the day, man, he does a fantastic job at it. He is a fantastic in-ring worker. One of, if not the best seller in WWE. I think it's a toss-up between him and Dom, in my opinion. JD just knows how to sell really, really damn well. And yeah, he is just really, really good at it. And again, I mean, that's all I can really say about him. I mean, he doesn't have much going on for him right now. Even in the Judgment Day storyline, he is just definitely a background character. He used to be kind of front row and center. You know, I kind of wanted to say he was definitely up there. He was like definitely in the front a little bit once he returned. But ever since Finn started taking control again, yeah, JD's kind of went to the background again, and it looks like he's taking Finn's side on some of this again because he's kind of smiling with Finn. So throughout all of the drama that's happening backstage, you see Finn just fucking cackling in the background. JD is with him, kind of laughing a little bit. So I think JD and Finn are on the same side again. And as I was saying before, I just don't see a world where Finn and JD ever separate, because them two, they're just the biggest, the best friends. So I just don't see a world where they separate. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about JD. I just love JD's work, man. JD is really good. Oh, talk about another drop off. Yeah, you would never expect me to say that with the world champion. JD McDonough, one of the best in-ring workers WWE has. And now we go to one of the worst in-ring workers WWE has. Why? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it, man. Jey Uso is not a good champion, in my opinion. He's only good in the sense that he's so over. I mean, he seriously is John Cena. You know how you always say John Cena can't wrestle? Well, here we are. Yeah. Unfortunately, John Cena can talk at least, okay? But Jey Uso can't talk. He's not a good talker. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. That's not talking. That's just being annoying and obnoxious. And proving John Cena's point that we have a champion who shouldn't be champion. Yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. Jey Uso is going to be going against Logan Paul and John Cena at Money in the Bank, and his tag partner is Cody Rhodes. So they're putting Jey Uso in big moments, but yeah, I don't really know what's next for him. Outside of the fact that, as I said with the Gunther situation, I think if Jey Uso does not get cashed in on that Monday Night Raw after, I think it's going to be basically him retaining against Gunther. I don't want him to, because obviously I really just don't want Gunther losing 2 times in a row clean to Jey Uso. That should not happen. But either way, if that's where they go, that's where they go. I think that's where they go, though. And honestly, I think the safe route here is just having Seth Rollins cash in on him. I think that's how you get Seth Rollins to get a lot of fucking heat. And it's a great way to do it. Please do it. Please. Who? Yeah. Joaquin Wilde here. Oh, basically everything I said about Cruz del Toro, I say about him. Yeah. That's all I got for you. Julius Creed. Kind of the same thing I've said about Brutus. I mean, I just like the way that their big brother, their brother, I don't even know. There's the way their brother relationship works. I just like it. Him being the more serious one. Julius can pull off some phenomenal spots in the ring. I like Julius. I really do. As I said before, I think Julius and Brutus should win the World Tag titles eventually. I think them two are the favorites. In my opinion, they are my favorites, and I think they really should do it. I think it would be really, really cool if they did that. Kairi Sane. Yeah, I really don't know what they're doing with her, because when Rhea and Kairi and Zoe Stark had a match, part of me thought that Kairi was going to win because she was going to pin Zoe, and it was a way to let Rhea not get pinned, but then Zoe got injured, and they had to take her out. And I bet you they just had to change on the fly, because obviously you cannot have Kairi Sane beat Rhea Ripley. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's really what happened there, is I think they just called an audible and let Rhea win, and that's how they got Rhea to Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, but I genuinely don't think Rhea was supposed to win. I think it was supposed to be Kairi Sane because it was her return match, mind you, and I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know what they were doing, but it is what it is. This is just WWE for you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, once Asuka returns, I'm assuming she'll go after the women's tag titles, but again, it's just, she has nothing going for her. She really doesn't, and it's unfortunate. She's got nothing. Oh, this guy. Karrion Kross has just been climbing people's radars ever since WrestleMania, man. He has become one of the, his shirt, mind you, has become one of the best selling shirts in WWE. I think it's top number 1 on the WWE shop, and that is phenomenal for a guy who doesn't even really get a lot of screen time. Give him more screen time, man. I've been saying it for a while. I love this guy's work. I love everything he does. He is just so damn good. He really, really is. He definitely deserves to get the IC title eventually. I think he needs to be in a feud with whoever the champion is, and I think they need to go and do it quickly because he's got a lot of momentum right now, and I really would love to see them capitalize on it, in my opinion. Another one where you're probably like, who the fuck is she? Kiana James. She has not been seen on Raw, like, outside of the maybe a couple days after, or a couple weeks after she got drafted to Raw. She has been out with an injury, and people have not seen her for a long-ass time. Honestly, I never saw her in NXT, so I don't know anything really about her. But, I mean, if you want her to come back heavy and strong, put her against Lyra. You know, let her win the IC title if you really want to make her a big name. Yeah, I don't know much about Kiana James, but outside of the fact that she's someone who should be on the upper echelon of tiers, so give her that. I mean, I don't know. I think that's a great way to bring her back, in my opinion. Ooh, Kofi Kingston. Hall of Famer, in my opinion, but wow, what he is doing right now is not Hall of Fame worthy at all. Yeah, Kofi, he's stuck in purgatory being the Raw tag division. That's all I got for you, man. He's stuck in purgatory. I think what's next for him is basically losing those tag titles. It has to happen. It just has to. Liv Morgan, kind of same situation as Kofi, believe it or not. Liv is stuck in purgatory in the women's tag division because there is no women's tag division, and so there's no one for her to even feud against, so she's basically just holding those things as a prop right now to make her look like she has a championship, but she has a championship that she never defends. Yeah. Okay. She has got things going on for her outside of the tag division, so yeah, Liv Morgan, I don't have any worried about. I'm not worried about her at all. I think she is going to be just fine, and it is clear that she is definitely number 1, 2, or 3 in terms of popular women's wrestler on the entire roster right now. So yeah, I'm not worried about Liv Morgan at all. She'll be fine. Logan Paul, the person everyone absolutely hates. Yeah, he is. I don't understand the hate behind him outside of his personal life. I get his personal, I'm not a fan of his personal, but I can separate the personal from his in-ring ability, and his in-ring ability is absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I really don't know why all of a sudden they dragged Logan Paul into the John Cena, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes match, but I'm here for it because it is definitely a great way to ruin wrestling. I am so damn glad that they went that route because it's like they made it make sense in a sense that a YouTuber is going to ruin wrestling. They make it make sense. That is always the best when they make it make sense, and I think it's a perfect way for Logan Paul to get more and more seen with the bigger names. So I'm really excited to see this match. I think it's big things to come for Logan Paul, and I could very well see Logan Paul joining John Cena's entourage. I could very well see it, so I would love to see it, honestly. Oh, Ludwig Kaiser, man. Put him back with Gunther, please. Let him be Gunther's personal ring announcer at least. Let him be heard. Let him be heard. Let Kaiser talk for Gunther again, man. I know Gunther doesn't need it, but Kaiser needs it. That's the problem. We haven't seen this man on Raw in forever. I don't remember the last time I seen him, and the commercial breaks that we have that you motherfuckers overseas don't have, and you guys get to see him have his little promo segments. We don't. What the hell? It's not fair. But yeah, you all get to see Ludwig Kaiser's excellent promos, and I don't get to see him at all. That's not fair. And yes, I know they get uploaded to YouTube, okay? I know. But they shouldn't have to. They should already be on the show. Like, come on. Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser, I don't really know what's next for him at this point, because he's not doing anything right now. And I hate to say it, but he might be on the chopping block to get released too. I really don't know what they are doing with him. I mean, Money in the Bank would be perfect for him, but he is nowhere near it. So he should be in the Money in the Bank qualifying match next week. I know he won't win it, but he should be in that match regardless. He really, really should be. I would love to see what they do with Ludwig Kaiser moving forward, but I can't even think of anything for him to do. That's how bad of a state he's in right now. Lyra Valkyria, she has been phenomenal ever since WrestleMania, man. Her feud with Becky Lynch has put her on the radar of everyone. She is doing such a damn good job. I think she is getting to the point where she could easily lose this title and move on to bigger things. I think she is ready, in my opinion. This feud with Becky has allowed her to voice herself a little bit better, be heard, and she is so damn good at talking now. It's mind-boggling how she has become so damn good at just talking. It's something that a lot of wrestlers struggle with, but she is starting to get really, really good with it. Kind of like Gunther. Gunther needed a year to kind of get better at the talking, and he has done very, very good. They have given him a lot of opportunities to talk. Same with her now. They are giving Lyra a lot more opportunities to talk in front of a crowd, and it is working for her. I love it so much. She is doing a fantastic job. I think Lyra has big things coming for her in the future. I don't know what it might be, but I think she definitely has very big things coming for her. Oh, Maxine Dupri. Oh, yeah. Maxine Dupri. She doesn't have much going for her. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to say she's on the chopping block, but she kind of is. I mean, there's not much going for Maxine. She's seen with Alpha. I mean, that's when she'll be seen. She's seen when Tozawa or Otis have a match or anything like that, but she doesn't have a match of her own, like, ever. And I can't say I blame WWE for doing it, because it's like, no one cares about Maxine. I'm sorry, man. She'll have her moments of being good and cool and stuff, but it's like, oh, yeah, she just really doesn't have much going for her. I mean, I'm sorry, Maxine. There's not much going for Maxine Dupri. I'm sorry. Natalya. Now, I know Natalya and Maxine have had a little bit of a, tag thing going on, so maybe they keep going with that. Maybe that's a way to visit that. I don't know. Maybe letting Natalya work with Maxine would be a good way to get Maxine seen a little bit more. Maybe they start a tag team for the women's tag titles and probably get them off of those two, Liv and Raquel, because obviously nothing's happening with them. So it's a good way to get them off of them and let Maxine and Natalya get some screen time. But again, Natalya doesn't really need it. Natalya already is a Hall of Famer. It is what it is. Natalya barely gets seen as is. So yeah, that's really what I think they should do, though. Otis! I love Otis. Otis has been out ever since Rusev basically manhandled and destroyed him. And that was only a few weeks ago, like 2-3 weeks ago now. But yeah, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Rusev. So honestly, I don't know why they're always making Otis job for these people. Otis deserves better, man. He really, really does. There's a lot of wrestlers on here that you'll just hear me say they deserve better. And Otis is one of them. He deserves better. He really, really does. Like, what are we doing with Otis, man? Otis is entertaining. He's a solid worker. Again, he deserves better. He really, really does. Now we have Penta, someone I am not huge on. I really do not like Penta all that much. I really don't. He is someone who is technically a luchador, but I don't see any luchador in him at all. I really don't. Outside of the way he dresses, man, like everything else, he's not a luchador. He's just not. I don't know. I think he's unsafe. I think he can be an unsafe worker at times. Just ask Chad Gable this past Monday Night Raw. And I'm not going to say that that's the only time I've seen him do something like that. He has done that before. He has botched moves before. But Chad Gable, man, that looked scary. I mean, he dropped Chad Gable right on his face. That was scary looking. If you haven't seen it, go see it, because that was really scary looking. I felt bad for Chad, because it's like Chad had to basically continue a match that probably almost knocked him out cold. But either way, Penta, I get the hype behind him, I get it, but it's like, I just don't like him. I really don't like him at all. I like Rey Fenix so much better than Penta. It's not even funny, because Rey Fenix is an actual luchador. Penta is not. Penta is like he's like a hybrid of a luchador and like a regular wrestler, and I just don't like it, because it's like, I just don't. And then don't even get me started with his fucking strut, his little walking strut that he does doing the Cierro, Miedo. He just spams his emotes so much. Oh my god, dude. Just stop doing that. I would have more respect for this guy if he would just stop doing that, because what I very well see happening at Money in the Bank is he's on top of a fucking ladder and he's gonna do that stupid thing, the Cierro Miedo, and then jump onto a group of people. I'm telling you right now, watch. There is gonna be a spot where that happens. He is gonna be at the top of the ladder and he's gonna just jump, do that stupid thing, and then he's gonna jump. Watch it happen. He is gonna take away from that moment because of that stupid ass emo, and I am just telling you it is gonna happen. People's love for this guy needs to stop. I'm sorry. It just needs to stop. Penta is not that damn. No, he's not that good, guys. I'm sorry. He can't talk, and I'm not saying because he can't speak English. I'm just saying in general. When you translate whatever he says, man, it makes no sense. He just says the same thing on repeat, but he says it in a different way. Go back and listen to some of his promos. They don't give him any promos because they know he can't speak. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Next, we have Pete Dunne, someone who has been barely seen lately. I feel bad for him. I really do, because ever since Tyler Bate returned, they have not utilized Pete Dunne at all. They really haven't. And even before Tyler Bate returned, Pete Dunne basically disappeared from TV. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with him, man. And even Tyler Bate. It's a perfect opportunity right now to put them in the tag division, because it's like, as I've been saying so many times, the tag division on Raw is so damn weak that Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate could add so much to it, but they're just not putting them in there, and I don't know why. It's a perfect opportunity for it. I really don't know what they're doing with them. Raquel Rodriguez. Someone who I feel bad for, because she is trapped in the Liv Morgan vortex, because whatever happens with Liv Morgan affects Raquel. I'm telling you. Something might not even happen to Raquel. But basically, Liv Morgan going on movie basically ruined Raquel. I mean, anything that Raquel had going for her basically went down the drain, because Raquel relies on Liv Morgan to put her over so hard, and she's doing it again when she comes back. Because Raquel, when they had the match or whatever and Liv lost, she blamed it on Raquel. This is putting spotlight on Raquel, you know? Stuff that had not been there before. And it's like, oh man, I feel bad, I really do, but it's like, it's what happens sometimes, where you just rely on someone like Liv, and without Liv, I don't know what Raquel's gonna do, man. I really don't. Raquel relies on her. She really does. And I'm hoping that once Raquel and Liv, I'm assuming the inevitable, and they inevitably break up, once that happens, I really would love to see what they do, because I think it would help Raquel, I really do, but at the same time, it might really hurt her, because what do you do then? What do you do then? Oh, the Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio. I think Rey obviously should retire. I'm sorry, guys. he needs to retire at this point. I don't know why he just won't do it. He got injured the Friday night before he had a match on the Saturday of WrestleMania. Why was he in that match? I have no idea, but it allowed Rey Fenix to get a WrestleMania match, so for that alone, good for Rey Fenix. But dude, I'm sorry, Rey Mysterio should not have been in that Friday night SmackDown match. He really shouldn't have been. I don't know why he was, but yeah, I am under the impression Rey needs to retire. They don't do much with him anymore, and Dominic is already over. They don't need Rey anymore to help Dom. They just don't. Dom doesn't need Rey's help anymore. And I think the retirement match between Dom and Rey should have already have happened. I think Dom should have already fucking retired him. And it's unfortunate because it's like Dom is starting to become a face now. He is slowly transitioning into a face because he's getting cheered a lot more now than he was before. And Rey has only been known as a face. I don't even think a heel turn for Rey was going to work, especially at this stage in his career when he should be done by now. He should be. Even though he can still go. I'm not saying he can't go anymore. It's just, dude, no one cares about Rey anymore. I'm sorry, no one does. I can't believe I'm saying that about Rey, because Rey was 100% my favorite growing up. He was 100% my favorite. And now it's like, I don't know. They don't utilize him enough when he's there, and when they do, he feels underutilized, you know? I don't know. That's just my opinion. Rhea Ripley, someone who has been stuck at the top for too long, in my opinion. Because it's like they don't know what to do with her, and then when they do things with her, people are not happy. When they don't do things with her, people are not happy. It seems whatever Rhea Ripley is doing, people are just not happy. And I used to love Rhea when she was with Judgment Day, but lately, this past year, things have changed. I have not been a fan of Rhea's work lately, and I don't think it has anything to do with Rhea. I think it has everything to do with the way she is booked. She is not booked very well, in my opinion, and it's just the fact, man. She is not booked well at all. I don't think she should have ever won back the world title from Liv. I think Liv, honest to God, I think Liv probably should be world champion still. Not even kidding. I think she should still be world champion. I think they just wanted to get done with the Rhea and Liv feud, and the problem was that they got themselves stuck in a vortex where there was no logical reason for Rhea to leave the world title picture, and so they just ultimately gave her the championship when no one really wanted it at the time. There was a lot of people who were upset about Rhea winning the championship back, but there was a lot of people happy about it. I honestly, looking back at it, I think Liv should have won. And that could have been the end of that for a while. Like, Rhea had to work her way back up. And they could have done that. There's ways to do it, but they just didn't. They just left her in the world title picture, and she is still in it. Rhea needs a feud, like a blood feud, that gets her away from the world title scene. And it should have been with Liv Morgan, but unfortunately the world title is just stuck in that vortex. And it sucks. It really does. Rhea needs better things. She needs better things to come, and it needs to not be around the world title. Roxanne Perez. I love what they are doing with her. They are already making her a big name. They are putting her in a spot where she develops her storytelling and is fantastic. She already has all the in-ring ability. She has already got a lot of the microphone work down. Now they are putting her in a spot where she needs to be able to tell a story. And the perfect way to do that is putting her with the Judgment Day, the best storytelling group outside of probably Seth Rollins' faction. Honest to God though, Judgment Day is really neck and neck with Seth Rollins and the faction. Honestly, I might even give it to Judgment Day, because that last summer, that was the best story of the summer. This summer, I could very well see it being the best story of the summer. I mean, Roxanne is getting put in a spotlight that she has not seen before, and it is fantastic for her. It's a great way to utilize Roxanne. It's a great way to get people to get eyes on her, because she's been in NXT, so not many people know who she is. So it's a great way to get eyes on her, and I absolutely love what they are doing with her. I think it is a great way to get Roxanne introduced to Monday Night Raw. This guy, man. As I said before, I am not a fan of Rusev. I really do not like this guy. I didn't like him when he was in WWE like 5 years ago, and I still don't like him now. There is nothing that intrigues me about this guy. He only came back because of the money. I'm not kidding. WWE probably offered him a better contract than AEW, and they probably offered him a little bit better of a storyline than AEW would. So he went with it. But right now, man, he's feuding with Sheamus. That's what they're going with now. And it's obvious Rusev's going to win it, but it's like, dude, they don't know what to do with him. That's what it's coming down to, is they don't know what to do with him. They're just going to put him against Sheamus. And it's like, why? He doesn't need that. I mean, if you really want to fucking put him in the spotlight right away, man, put him against Dom, you know? Obviously, they don't want to put him in the spotlight, so why did we sign him? I don't know. I really just don't get why we brought him back when we're not even going to utilize him in a way that he's going to be showcased a lot. He's barely been showcased since he's returned. I think they have handled Aleister Black's return so much better. They have made Aleister Black such a bigger name than Rusev. It's not even funny. Like, Rusev has been involved with Alpha Academy and now Sheamus. Yeah. Sami Zayn. I love Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn is one of the best in-ring workers WWE has, and he does not get enough love. I think Sami Zayn's current feud with CM Punk being his partner, and Jey Uso being his partner, sometimes, against Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker is fantastic. I love that for him. He is being featured prominently on Monday Night Raw right now. Sami Zayn is in a very, very good position. I don't know where they go with him, but I think he's in a very prominent position right now that they can go anywhere with him, and he'll be in a good spot. Scarlett, I debated putting her even on this list, but Scarlett basically is just in the background of every Karrion Kross segment there is, because she is his real life wife, and she is his, and they utilize that on screen. That's all she is. I mean, I wouldn't even say she's a manager, because Karrion Kross manages himself. Yeah, Scarlett's not in a great spot. Scarlett, I think, is only on WWE because of Karrion Kross, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. She has nothing going for her right now. There is nothing going for Scarlett. Seth Rollins, in my opinion, he is the number one guy in WWE right now, and I don't think there is any debate or question about it. Seth Rollins, I think, is the most important guy WWE has right now, and they are 100% utilizing it and capitalizing on it. At WrestleMania, I think that just proved my point. They gave Seth Rollins the win and now put him in the biggest spotlight of his career, in my opinion. He is running a faction, and he is doing a fantastic job at it, and he has become even more entertaining than what he already was. And I thought that was impossible, because he was one of, if not the most entertaining guy WWE had. Now, he is, without question, the most entertaining guy they have. So, in my opinion, he is my favorite right now out of every wrestler there is, like, realistically, okay? Yes, I say Dirty Dom is or Finn Balor is. No. Realistically, Seth Rollins is my favorite right now. He is very, very damn good, and his in-ring ability, he is like the Shawn Michaels of today. And Shawn Michaels can talk as well. Seth Rollins can talk. He is the Shawn Michaels of the day, and in my opinion, Shawn Michaels is the best wrestler of all time, in my opinion. I think Shawn Michaels is the best ever. Seth Rollins is a close second to him, I feel. Seth Rollins is really, really damn good. Obviously, that is huge praise, in my opinion. And, yeah, take that as you will. But Seth Rollins, he is in a fantastic place right now. He's in the Money in the Bank match come Money in the Bank, obviously. And I think he wins it. You don't just put him in there to be in the match. You put him in there to win the match. I think Seth Rollins is in a fantastic place moving forward. Sheamus, someone who I feel bad for. He is there to put over Rusev. That's really what they're doing with him right now. Yeah, Sheamus is on the end of his career. I think Sheamus has maybe a year or two left before he retires, in my opinion. I think Sheamus is kind of done. I'm sorry, Sheamus. Stephanie Vaquer. Now, you probably are wondering, why is she on here? She's in NXT. Well, she just lost her NXT championship this past Tuesday, and I have been hearing reports that there are plans for her to be moved up to Monday Night Raw in the foreseeable future. She's supposed to get moved up very soon, apparently. So I am including her on this list because she is going to be on Monday Night Raw soon. I loved Stephanie Vaquer in NXT. I think she is going to be phenomenal in Monday Night Raw. And, well, would you look at that. I think that is a fantastic feud for Io Sky. Yeah, I think you send Stephanie right up to Io Sky. I think you do. Stephanie already has the history. She already had it coming into NXT. She is someone that we would love to see this match again. She had a match with Io, I think the Raw after WrestleMania. It was phenomenal until it got broken up. But now, I think you do it again. And I don't know if you give the belt to Stephanie right away, title, whatever. I don't think you do. But I think it's only a matter of time before Stephanie actually has the title. And I think she would be a phenomenal champion in my opinion. Because she is really damn good. Tyler Bate. Ooh, this dude. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. What are they doing with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne? I don't know. I feel bad for Tyler Bate. He returned overseas when they had their overseas tour, and then we haven't seen him since. Yeah. Poor Tyler Bate, man. As I said with Pete Dunne, I think you just enter them into the tag division and go from there. I think that's the best way to start. So, we'll just have to see. Next, we have Xavier Woods. Same problem as Kofi Kingston. He is stuck in purgatory of these championships. Xavier's heel heat, along with Kofi's, was not capitalized on when it should have been. And it has hurt his run ever since. Xavier Woods deserved so much better in that moment. I think they really should have given the titles to them almost immediately. Not the fucking War Raiders, but the New Day. They should have got the titles off of Judgment Day as soon as they won them, or as soon as they turned heel. They should have won them, and I don't know why. They just didn't do it. I don't know why, but whatever. I don't care. They should have just done it. Whatever. But either way, Dan, I really do believe that he's stuck, man. I think they need to take the titles off of them because New Day's just not doing it for me. As I've already said a few times now, they are just not doing it for me. The New Day really should have not won these. I mean, I don't know, man. The New Day just frustrate me because they just did not capitalize on their heel heat when they should have, and now no one cares. That's just the problem. No one cares. Last but not least, we have, unfortunately, Zoe Stark. And I say it that way because she just got injured and she's going to be out for an extended period of time. They say that she's probably out for the remainder of 2025. She blew out her knee last week on Monday Night Raw. I feel really bad for her, man. I feel really, really bad. She deserved so much better. She's a very good in-ring talent, but yeah, she's not going to be seen for a while. And unfortunately, man, I thought heading into Monday Night Raw, she had been on the chopping block to get released. They had already released Zoe Stark and Sonya Deville. Sonya, the one being the face of PFC, which that surprised the hell out of me. Why would you release the talking piece of that entire faction? I don't know. But either way, man, I think Zoe's on the chopping block, and this injury really does not help her. I feel bad for Zoe, man. That was not what she needed. That is not at all what she needed. I'm hoping to God they don't just release her because of it, but I very well could see them doing that because it's like they need to clear up roster spots. And she wasn't being seen very much at all before. She very well may be next. And I unfortunately have to end this entire list with her and saying all of that. But yeah, it is unfortunate for Zoe. Alright, well, that includes my Monday Night Raw, going over Raw, I guess what you want to call it. Yeah, I wanted to just make a video about the current state of how Monday Night Raw has been looking. Obviously, this doesn't cover everything, but this covers every single Monday Night Raw talent. This is a long-ass video, I know, so obviously I'm assuming you're not going to watch all of it, but either way, I really do enjoy making these type of videos for you guys. Please tell me down below if you have any other video ideas you want to see. I'm going to be doing Smackdowns tomorrow, so I'm going to be covering the entire Smackdown landscape and we'll just get into it tomorrow. But sorry for going on a 2-week hiatus. I know I haven't posted anything for like the past 2 weeks. I had a lot going on with school, so I wanted to finish out the year strong, make sure I put my focus where it needed to be. But now I am back. I'm going to be probably starting social media, Instagram, most likely an Instagram account, and I'm going to be posting reels on there. So with further details to come, I'll keep you guys in the loop about that if you ever want to follow that. I'll be posting reels about certain things that I talk about here that I might not post on my YouTube channel, but I might post it on Instagram or something like that. Or I'll probably be putting it in YouTube Shorts, so go check those out too once I finally start. But I'll keep you guys in the loop if you ever want to see that. I'll link it down below. But yeah, until next time, guys, that being tomorrow, see ya.